What's up, everybody? It's the Sports Code, aka Aiden, and just when you think that Man United cannot let you down any further, they go ahead and do it, and they do it in disgusting fashion once again. Manchester United lose to Burnley 2-0. Absolutely embarrassing performance. Shocked in every single way. I did not think in the slightest that we were going to lose this game, and just as soon as there's an opportunity for Man United to just grasp and grab that top four, we let it go out of our hands. Just like that. Just like that. We could have been closer and closer. We get so close, and then we end up just blowing it to the shittest teams. I'm sorry. Burnley were not good today. They were terrible. They were not good at all. Yes, the second goal was a wonder goal, but they played terrible. And how does that reflect on us when we lose to a team that just doesn't play at all? They legit were. They were defending 80% of that game. They were defending, and they still managed to get 2 goals on us. It's embarrassing. I cannot believe it is absolutely shameful that we did not score at home against a team like this. Absolutely shameful. It's disgusting. It's everything that you would want to call it. That's what it is. And I don't know when are we gonna start to wake up and understand how bad this situation is. This is a terrible situation to be in. We don't have Marcus Rashford. We don't have Lindelof today. We don't have Pogba. We don't have McTominay. We don't have anybody. We have nobody to play in any positions. We are weak everywhere. When are the board? When are the owners? When are anybody going to wake up and realize this is not okay? This is time to spend some money. It's time to recruit. It's time for this rebuild that Ole keeps promising. Where's the rebuild? You expect for a rebuild after the first season, you make investment to be better. We're no better than last year. Yeah, we might play a better brand of football, if you even like to call it that, but we still don't score against Burnley. We can barely score. All we do is the same thing, defend and counter-attack. And when we actually have possession, we can't do shit with it. It's disgusting, and I don't know who to blame. I think everybody's to blame, man. The players today, they look. It's the formation and everything. There's so much things that's wrong with it. Yes, the players were bad. The manager was bad. Coaching was bad. The investment in the summer and in January has been bad. I just don't know how much I can take of this. I don't know. I don't know. Losing to Liverpool and then expecting a comeback, and more. Liverpool was the most important game of our season, but statistically wise, we could have been closer, within 2 points of the top four, or 3 points of the top four, and we blow it just like that. Gone. Now we're gonna have to make it even harder for ourselves, and it's just not going to be possible. We're not making the top four like this. We are not making the top four like this. And it's a shame. It's terrible. It's honestly terrible. These players need to have a hard look at themselves today, because they let opportunities slip away, and this is not the first time. Yeah, this is probably the most memorable. It's probably going to be the most angry that everybody's going to be, it's including me. But this is ridiculous now. How do you let Burnley beat you at home? At home. This is meant to be the theatre of dreams. This is meant to be Old Trafford. This is meant to be the time and the place where everybody gets feared. Everybody's feared when they fear us when they come to Old Trafford. Old Trafford was half empty today. You could tell. Just go even in the first half when it was 0-0 for the majority of that first half. Old Trafford was empty. No one was there. We had a few here and there, but it was so patchy. When it comes to seats, there was nobody there, man. I just don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. It's embarrassing. It is embarrassing to have a team like this that just lets you down constantly. The most inconsistent team in the world. It's true, man. It is true. We suck. We really suck. We can't beat the shit teams, and we're losing to the best teams now as well. This is the worst position we could possibly be in, and we still got so many games to go. I don't even know how we're going to cope if we can't beat Burnley at home. How are we going to win the Europa League if we can't beat Burnley at home? How are we going to get closer to the FA Cup if we can't beat Burnley at home? How are we going to get back at Man City if we can't, in the Carabao Cup, if we can't beat Burnley at home? These are easy teams that we should be beating. This should not be a competition. Yes, I know they beat Leicester last game, but not scoring at home is not good enough. I don't care what team it is. Whether it's freaking Liverpool, Norwich, doesn't matter. You score at home. You score at home. That's meant to be our turf. That's meant to be the place where everybody is meant to be fearing us, where they're meant to be scared of us, what we can do. And it never's the case, is it? It's never the case. We're almost like we're better away than we are at home, and it's getting ridiculous. We'll go to the player reviews. I don't know. De Gea, he gets a 6. I don't know. I don't know what he did, to be honest. The wonder goal, look, you can't save that. And then the first goal wasn't his fault either. But I didn't see him besides that because they didn't create chances. Burnley didn't create chances, and they still managed to bag 2 goals against us. And we created 20 odd chances with only about 5 or 6 on target, and we still couldn't score. So yeah, we just don't tell me we didn't deserve to lose this game. We deserve to lose this game, very much so. Wan-Bissaka gets a 7. If he got an assist tonight, he deserves at least 3 assists tonight. The amount of crosses that were spectacular, and that's the one thing I wanted from Wan-Bissaka, and he delivered them, and no one could put them away. No one could put them away. Why? Why could no one put one cross away? How can this team not learn where to be when there's a cross? If we cross that often, and we do cross a lot, how do we still do not have anybody that can header in a ball? We only headed a ball from across maybe once or twice this season. Why? That's not good enough in any retrospect, man. Any retrospect, that is not good enough. Wan-Bissaka gets a 7. He probably should have got an 8 with an assist, but we don't have players that can put the ball in the net. Phil Jones, I thought Phil Jones was my man of the match. I was going to give him a 9, but we conceded 2 goals, so he's probably going to get an 8. I don't really know what he did wrong. He seemed to have a very good start and a very good end to the game. But look, we conceded 2 goals, so you can't say that Phil Jones deserves anything higher than an 8 or even a 7 for many people. I don't think anybody's going to get an 8 besides him. Look, I don't know what to say. If Phil Jones is our man of the match and we conceded 2 goals, what does that say for everybody else? How did everybody else do? You could have arguments that Matic could be man of the match, whatever. Each to their own. I don't give a shit about who's man of the match because we fucking lost this game. And it's disgusting. It is disgusting how we lost this game. Harry Maguire played a terrible game. I'm sorry. He was at fault for both of the goals. Not both. He was at fault for one of the goals. And then he just, I don't know. Harry Maguire, look, he's going to always pass out from the back and he's going to do fine in that retrospect. But that first goal could have easily been prevented. And I know it was the header that led to Harry Maguire's man, but he was already going to stop it. Why would you let him get goal side if you already knew that you were supposed to stop that guy? You let him get goal side. You let him get on his favourite foot and score. That's not... Luke Shaw, Brandon Williams gets a 7 7. Look, I don't know. Look, he defensively, I don't think Brandon Williams had much to do on the defensive side. And offensively, why can't the guy cross the ball? He always goes to his right when he can easily get a cross off. That's the one issue I have with Brandon Williams. It always seems to be as soon as he gets in the position, he prefers to cut in and use his right. And we need more crosses. Wan-Bissaka had freaking 8 crosses today or something like that. And none of them ended up getting into the back of the net, but most of them went to our players. If Brandon Williams went on that side and did the same thing, we could have maybe got a goal. But look, we didn't have our players just didn't do well today. Brandon Williams, I think he did all right. We'll go to Matic. Matic probably gets a 7.5. I think a lot of people could say Matic was man of the match today, but like I said, it doesn't matter who was man of the match today because no one should be happy with that performance. You could have done well, you could have done extremely bad, or you could have been the best player in the world that day, but we lost 0-2 to Burnley, and no one deserves to be happy about that, no matter who was man of the match. So, yeah, Matic, he did well. He passed the ball forward. There's a lot of criticism from Matic. He made some killer balls today, got some killer balls into the attack, and we couldn't put them away. I don't know what else to say when it comes to Nemanja Matic. He did well, and I think Fred as well, he did very well. He gets a 7. But why are we playing 2 CDMs against Burnley? Why? Why can't we play a 4-3-3? Why can't we have Matic the only one holding, because that's his position. That's what he's known for. He's known for being a holding midfielder. And why can't we let Fred go into the attack more? I know Fred did get into those positions where he could attack. Maybe Fred probably didn't even need to play this game, but we just need more attackers, bro. We need more opportunities. We need more people in their half than in ours, especially against Burnley. We need more players in their half at their goal than our goal. We do not need two CDMs. We do not need two holding midfielders against Burnley. It is not something that needs to happen. We do not need to do that. We need, if we were on the attack and we actually created shots on their goal, it would have been extremely hard for them to score on us. But since we were creating opportunities that were just going off target and off target and off target, nowhere near the goal, that's what happens. They end up scoring. I don't know. If we scored that first goal, today could have been a massacre for Burnley. But we can't even score a goal. So let's not even discuss how we could score a first goal. Andreas was pretty bad today. I honestly think Andreas was pretty bad today. Didn't do really anything at all. Probably gets a 5 from me. Well, could have been even a 4, but I don't think he just did anything. He gets a shot off here and there, but I just don't think Andreas is ready for that role. He's still very young and he can still grow into it. And there's no way I'm giving up on Andreas at the moment, because he seems to be all that we have. We cannot give up on him, but he's just not ready for that. I don't think he's ready to be starting consistently. I think he needs time from the bench. We needed Bruno in this game. We needed anybody, man, anybody. Andreas was just not ready for it. I think Mata was much better suited to be a cam in that game, but long and behold, he plays on the right wing. So Andreas 5, Mata 5. Mata played awfully today. I did not see Juan Mata the entire game except for maybe the last couple of minutes. I don't know why. Look, Ollie, if you're going to listen to anything that anybody's going to say, why did Greenwood not start this game? You know as much as anybody that with Rashford out, we need more goal scorers. We need people that could put the ball in the back of the net. So why do you keep insisting on putting Greenwood on the bench when we probably needed him the most out of anybody this game? You could have benched Daniel James. You could have benched Mata. You do not play a game with this magnitude, a must-win, a game where you know they're going to park the bus and put Mata at right wing. You don't do that. Why would you do that? Why would you play Mata at right wing? I understand you need the ball retention, and Mata's very good at keeping the ball, and he doesn't turn the ball over often. But look, we needed goal scorers today. And if anything, Andreas shouldn't have played today, and you put Mata at cam, and you put Greenwood on the right. It's not hard. It's not hard. Everybody says it. Why would you say, let's give Greenwood more chances? We're going to get more chances. Everybody's going to get more chances. When you're still insisting on putting the player that we probably needed the most today on the bench, and he's sitting there until about 70 minutes to come on and maybe have 2 shots on goal or 1 shot on goal. It's not good enough. So Mata, he gets a 5. I love Juan Mata. Everybody loves Mata. It's not the point. The point is he did not need to play right wing today. And everybody could see that Mata playing right wing means it means he's out of the game, bro. He doesn't play. We don't see him. And I don't know. Daniel James also gets a 5. Look, Daniel James, he tries a lot, but I just don't think he's ready for this. I don't think he's ready, and even he knows, he's admitted it multiple times. I don't think he's ready to be a full-time starter for Manchester United. And it's the worst thing. It's the worst thing for a young player to be going through a form like this in his first season, because he does not deserve to be playing this often, and people would have a much better opinion on him if he was to come off the bench and to be that spark off the bench. But he's starting every single game, and honestly, he's not ready for that. He was never ready for that. But everybody loves Daniel James. I still love Daniel James. I love his speed. I love his effort. But if we do not get some firepower in the transfer window, whether it be this one or the summer, Daniel James is going to have the same season next season. He's going to be maybe have a month or two where he's on fire, and then he's going to fade away, and he's going to keep trying, and he's going to keep trying. And we all know everybody loves a trier. Everybody loves someone that tries their ass off for us, but he's just not ready. He's not ready for that, and it's just this is the point about making money and making transfers, because we need players that are ready and we need to nurture players that are not. And the fact that all of our players get injured and we don't have the opportunity to nourish these players, we just throw them in there and hope for the best. It's just not good enough. It's just not good enough as a club. That's not on Ollie. That's on everybody. That's on the board. That's on the owners. That's on the marketing department. It's on everything. It's on everybody. Scouts, everything. We need players, and we need to get them now. It's not good enough that we have to wait for the summer transfer window to get 2 signings or 3 signings and call it a day. This whole team needs to be replaced. It looks like there's a few besides the new signings. There's a lot of deadwood still here that are still playing, and it's not good enough. It really isn't. We'll go to Martial, and Martial probably gets a 5 as well. I love Martial, and I think that if he had more service, he would have probably scored a goal today. But there were too many chances that he let slip away out of his grasp, and it was the same against Liverpool. Chances, clinical, and he wasn't. He just was not clinical today, and he was just not good enough. I think Martial, there's nothing left to be said there. We know when he plays good, he's really good, but when he's not up for it, he's probably one of the most frustrating players to watch. And it was just frustrating to see him play today and just miss opportunities. But I love Martial, and I really do. And I think he's our number 9. He's our best number 9, and I'm gonna support him until he proves to me otherwise that he doesn't deserve to be supported. But he's a fantastic player, and he needs more service. And if Bruno played today, if any signing played today, we brought any midfielder in, I reckon Martial probably would be the beneficiary for that, to get the ball forward. We need midfielders that could pass the ball forward, and maybe we need more clinicalness from him, but we also need more chances, clear-cut chances. There's a difference between making 20 opportunities on goal, but actually making one that's the most important. It actually cuts the defense open. There's very few that happen today, if any. Maybe one from Matic, passed the ball right to Martial's feet, and he scuffed it. That's fair enough. You can criticize Martial for that, but how many opportunities did we have like that against Burnley? You can answer it for yourself. I don't need to answer it, because that was the only one. We didn't make clear-cut chances today. Yeah, we had 20 shots on goal, but all of the shots on goal were freaking with 11 men behind the ball. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. And Ollie, look, what team is he supposed to put out there? Because he's gonna get a 5 just because on the coaching, like the lineup was basically. Actually, no, he's gonna get a 4 because you play Greenwood. You're not good enough. You play Greenwood in that game. I'm sorry, Mata at 10, Greenwood on the right. It's not rocket science. I know Andreas could have played 10, and maybe you don't play Mata, but you want to give Mata opportunity, that's fine. You said in the press conference, Mata gets opportunities, Greenwood gets opportunities. Greenwood coming off the bench is not an opportunity anymore. He needs to start because we have nobody else. We have nobody else that can score a goal. And I know I'm kind of conflicting my responses with Daniel James and Greenwood, but look, we need Daniel James to play as well. We have nobody else. We need Daniel James and Greenwood to play because they're the ones that from the wings can create opportunities. And it's disgusting. It really is. That's I don't know. I guess we'll go to the substitutes. Greenwood. I think Greenwood, when he came on, he looked pretty good. He looked pretty damn good, and I reckon if he actually started, he would have scored. So he's gonna get a 7, but it's a 7 that's not really didn't mean anything. Jesse Lingard gets a 6. He didn't do anything really. I feel sorry for him in a way because like people are just starting to boo him now. I just don't know what to say about that situation. It just doesn't seem to be working out for Lingard. He's not really getting any playing time whatsoever. But he's putting it on himself as well. So we'll just see what happens with that situation. I don't even want to go through that. And Luke Shaw scored a goal, but the goal was disallowed, and that was, in my opinion, wrongfully disallowed. I don't think there was much in that foul whatsoever. But VAR is going to be VAR. They're going to back the decision of the referee. Nothing we can do about that. It's not a goal, and we got to move on. Uh, this is I don't. Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here as a football club? What how can you defend this? What can Ollie say that can defend this performance? What can the fans Why do the fans not have a reason to be angry from this performance? What future is in this performance? What indication that we're gonna make strides next season and then the season after that, and we're gonna have this? We're gonna be back and we're gonna win premierships. We're gonna do everything. We're gonna win all the trophies. What indication is that makes us believe that that's going to happen? Where is the proof that we are making strides for the future? Because Ollie might believe it, and I'm sure he does believe it, and I'm sure there are fans that do believe that we're making progress. But how can anyone, whether you're Ollie in or you're Ollie out, how can anyone defend that performance? How can anyone defend that type of coaching? How can anybody defend the fact that the substitutions came late? How can anyone defend the fact that Mason Greenwood should have started today and he didn't? How can anyone defend the fact that Harry Maguire, as our captain, has played 2 terrible games this since being captain? How can anyone defend the fact that we have no players? How can anyone defend the fact that we do not make signings, yet we are trusting in all these players who are just not good enough? No one can. We can simply just not defend today. We couldn't defend in the game, and we can't defend Manchester United as a business, as a football club. We can't defend them at all today. It's just not good enough from everybody, and I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted. I had to wake up 7:15 today, a very late game or early in the morning, depending on what you want to call it, just to watch that embarrassment. I I'm going to stress this enough. There are so many people, millions of people, that have to make sacrifices to watch Manchester United every game they play. And they willingly do it, no matter how shit they are, because they love this team and they're always excited to see them play. And just to be let down like that every time, I don't know how most people do it. I don't know how I'm still doing it, because we deserve so much better than this. People that actually pay their money to go to Old Trafford to watch that shit as well, they deserve more than what they get as well. People, all the fans, really. It's not like so many types of fans that watch Manchester United, whether it be at Old Trafford, whether people actually go to the away games, or they watch from TV, they pay online subscriptions to watch, or they watch it on TV, and like you got fan channels, you've got journalists. Everybody deserves better than what we're seeing out of this team, what we're seeing out of the players, what we're seeing out of the recruitment, what we're seeing out of the coaching. Everybody deserves better than what we're getting, and this needs to be known. This needs to be spread. I hope everybody can spread the message that we need better than what's happening today, what's happening right now, what's happening after this loss. We deserve better, and it needs to start now. No time like the present. If you don't change in the present, the future will never be a known fact. I'm sorry, it's true. We can pray that the future is going to be good, and we can trust the youth, and the youth are going to be fantastic, and they're going to solve all of our problems. The future is shaped by the present. If the present is not there, the future won't be there either. We cannot trust our youth and our players now to help shape the future and win titles. What needs to happen is we need to help change the present. We need to focus on the now. We need to get signings in now, and then that will shape the future. Those quality players that we can bring in, if they work out, they will help the future. I'm just sick and tired of hearing all of this. Let's back the youth. Look, I love the youth like the next guy. I wish the youth played. I wish Angel Gomez played today. On the bench and he didn't play. I wish he played today. But We need quality as well. We cannot just wait for them to develop, because they're going to be developed into the same pile of shit that the rest of the players are currently in. Like, why would Angel Gomez get any better when he's probably our best cam at the moment? Who's he going to learn from? Who's he going to learn from? Is he going to learn from Mata? Mata's aging. Yeah, he could probably teach him a few things. But if you're watching Mata perform and you're going to base on that, you're not going to get very far. What are you going to learn from Andreas Pereira if you're Angel Gomez? Yeah, you could learn. Of course, you could learn. You can learn from anybody that you meet. You learn something new every day. But as a player, you would learn much more from a much better player, a much more quality player that's willing to teach you. It's just not good enough, these players, and it's not good enough that these youth have to learn from these players. The future will never happen like this. The future that we're promised, that we're gonna be guaranteed, it will never happen like this. So changes need to be made. I think everybody. I've explained why I think it needs to be made, but everybody has their own reason. But the result is the same. Change needs to happen. Thank you all for watching this video. It's going to be pretty long, but this is just not good enough, and I can't express enough how poor this club has been since I've been watching. Oh man, I wish I watched those days. I wish I was into soccer back then. Anyway, this is the Sporting Code. Please like and subscribe, or do what you want. Honestly, this video is just. Anyway, take care and peace.